Are you wondering if Cavaliers are good with kids? Today I'm going to talk about just that. Hi, I'm Tanya Wilhelm, a professional dog trainer and a Cavalier mom, and today we're going to talk about Cavaliers and kids. I love it that you're here asking these questions before you just jump in and choose a Cavalier or any other breed, because knowledge is power, and knowing what a breed is like can help you have a great family dog that's great with the kids and a great fit. So the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel temperament tends to be loving, affectionate, playful, but they are also a spaniel, so they're very active. They like to keep busy, which can be really good for busy households. So Cavaliers tend to be very social. They tend to like other dogs. They tend to like kids and people. They like to be part of the family. They like to go on adventures. And again, I'm going to say this is a broad Cavaliers like, because each Cavalier is going to be different. Some Cavaliers are more homebodies. They like to hang out and stay, with their own home. They like things quiet and with a routine, where other ones are like, let's go on the adventure. I'm ready for the family trip. I'm ready to go to the beach. I'm ready for this. So you want to, again, when you're choosing the Cavalier, to make sure you're choosing the temperament and lifestyle that Cavalier has and matching with what your family is. And there's never a guarantee. So what's going to end up being really important is when you choose your breed, that you're also looking for the right temperament to fit your family. And this is where a professional dog trainer or the breeder or the Cavalier rescue can be really helpful to help you dive into each dog and say, okay, what's this dog like? And how is this dog going to fit into our family? Is that a good match? Because matchmaking is actually the most important thing when you're choosing a dog for your family. Now, I do want to say, again, as a professional dog trainer, there's things that we do and things that we don't. So even if you have the best dog who's fine with your kids jumping on them, pulling the ears, I don't like that. So we want to stop that before it even starts. So we want to make sure that we're setting our children and our dogs, whether or not that's a Cavalier or another breed, up for success. Because every dog is going to need their limits. They're going to need their space. They're going to need their alone time. So that's one of the things that's going to be really important when you're bringing a Cavalier into your home, is to make sure that you have the space that the Cavalier needs. You're making sure that they have the downtime. Whether or not a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is a good choice for your family and your kids also depends on you. You want to make sure that you're being proactive with your Cavalier and making sure that you are eyeballs on your little one and eyeballs on your Cavalier, and not just eyeballs, you're in the middle, so that you're interacting with the two of them, so that you're guiding your child to do the right things, helping your Cavalier love those things and be happy and content. It's not about just throwing them together and saying, all right, you can do this, you can hang out, you can pull each other's ears, and you better just tolerate it. No dog and no human should tolerate rough handling. So we want to make sure that our children are being gentle and kind, that's your teaching, and that our Cavalier is being gentle and kind, and that's your teaching as well. When you're looking at bringing a dog into your home, it's also important to think about your actual children and what their age group is at that moment, because each age group, as you know, is a little different. So babies, they cry, they're on the ground, they have these weird little movements, but our toddlers, they're, up eye level with our Cavaliers, hands-on, that sort of thing. So we want to make sure that we're helping both of them be successful and knowing not to grab and hold and push on the Cavalier or any other dog, because we want to, again, build that trust and kindness between the two of them. Now, our school-age children, first grade, second grade, third grade, even and up, they're going to be able to do more with your Cavalier. You're going to be able to say, hey, let's go ahead and let's do a game of fetch. And you and your child play fetch with your Cavalier. You're teaching them how to do that. Let's go ahead and go on a family walk together. Let's work on some grooming together. They're going to be able to come in on the care and training of the Cavalier easier than, say, your baby and toddler. Cavaliers develop strong bonds. And when you're there guiding your child and your Cavalier in that relationship, it's going to continue to grow and blossom. And for me, my favorite things, children and dogs. So I love that relationship. So if you nurture that relationship, they can become the best buddies. And it's going to be the cutest thing to watch and see how their love develops. So when you're choosing a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, you also have something to consider. Are you going to go with a great breeder, a rescue group, or shelter? You can do any of those. They all have their pros and cons. If you are going to choose a Cavalier from a breeder, I'll put a link in the description about what to look for in a good breeder, so that can help guide you along that path. But also remember that a puppy is going to be very tiny, so we really need to make sure that that supervising and control is really underway, so that one, nobody gets hurt and that the Cavalier doesn't get scared. If you want to adopt a Cavalier, that's fantastic. And by the way, you can adopt Cavalier King Charles Spaniel puppies, but be very wary. If you're on social media and you see those groups that say adopt a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel puppy group, those are not legit, so stay far, far, far away from them. What you're looking for is an actual Cavalier King Charles Spaniel rescue. And there's national groups, there's local groups, and the great thing about working with a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel rescue is they know the breed. You know, they know the health, they know what it's like, they know the temperament, they know about how to place them in the right homes, so that you're really going to be, one up than, say, going to a shelter or a rescue group that does all breeds. Not to say that those are bad, but if you have little ones and you have kids, I always recommend going to an actual breed rescue if you've chosen a breed, so that, again, they can help with that perfect fit. So, in a nutshell, yes, Cavalier King Charles Spaniels can be great with children, but again, it's going to come down to the individual Cavalier. It's going to come down to your family. It's going to come down to the training and management that you have with both your Cavalier and your children. And if you do bring a Cavalier into your family, make sure you check out the description below, because I'll drop a link to our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel Facebook group. And it's very supportive, it's always positive, and it's a lot of fun. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment below, because I want you to have success and I want your family to have the best relationship possible with your Cavalier or any breed. So until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Do I have any Cavalier King Charles Spaniel families out there? Do you want to connect with other Cavalier parents who truly get it? If so, make sure you join our vibrant and positive Cavalier Facebook group. Dexter and I can't wait to welcome you.